Welcome back to the channel from a nice 29 degrees C, Nosy Bee Island. Paradise. Dogs are loving the heat, like, they're loving it with these fur coats. Oh dear. They're getting big. Getting bigger. 5 Alsatians. Happy days there. So, maximising your wealth. Investing lump sums wisely. Now that is a grand title for the video. So I don't know whether you've seen me last video, but I've just come into 35 grand. Wasn't expecting it at all. It just come out of the blue. One phone call, got 35 grand for you. So what am I going to do with it? I need to do something with it. I need to invest it wisely for certain. Now, obviously, there's a number of options that I've come up with that I've been thinking about lately in the last couple of days since I found out. And they come down to, do I invest it into dividend aristocrats, like the SPDR, which is a UK ETF fund. So I could put it in there, and I'd probably get around about 4.5% on the money, plus appreciation of the stocks going up. So there's that. I could buy property, but property, what a nightmare property is at the moment. For one, my credit rating's not 100%, which it should be, but it's not. So mortgage rates aren't too clever for me for buy-to-let. Plus, buy-to-let's a nightmare, isn't it? Absolute nightmare buy-to-let at the moment. The interest rates are high, the property prices are high, the fees are high. It's just a joke, like. So I don't think I'll be buying property this year. That's for certain. But what I would like to do is have access to the money. I don't want to particularly lock that money away for good, so it's gone and I can't get access to it, or for years and years, like, you know, like buying, like I'd like to happily buy PayPal stock and wait for it to double up and then sell it, and all of a sudden I've got 70 grand, don't I? It could be in 4 months' time, could be in a year and a half's time, could be never. That's the problem. It could be never, and there's no income, there's no passive income from it. So I think we'll be leaving that one for now, but that's a possibility. Cash, why not just keep it in cash? Cash is king at the moment. Like, there's things that you can possibly do with cash. If the interest rates carry on climbing, you're going to see loads of people getting into financial difficulty, and when they do, they're going to be selling everything they don't need, everything that's not a necessity. Things like Rolex watches, Porsche 911, GT3 RS, something like that. People are going to get shut of them at cheap prices, and maybe you can step in, buy the right asset that's possibly an appreciating asset to appreciate in the future. Buy one of them and stick it in the garage. That's a possibility. But like cash in the bank, I can get easy access accounts at the moment with 4.9%. That's not bad. It's possible. It's definitely worth considering and keeping on the list for now. Put it in Turkey. I could put it in a Turkish bank account and get 40%. Imagine that, 40% on your money. But the problem with that is obviously that the Turkish lira is dropping in value each year. So you win and you lose. You know, you get 40%, but you got to spend it in Turkey, and the prices of everything in Turkey is rising rapidly. So it's kind of a lose-lose, win-win situation, depending on the situation that unfolds with Turkey. I don't know. It's a proper gamble, so I can't be doing that. I could put it in REITs, a real estate investment trust. They're good. That's spreading your money diversification there, and they pay a good yield. You can probably, like, if I go for Target Healthcare or something like that, get like 8.5% yield. Or PRS residential, you're going to get 5.6%. But the problem with that is in England, the government class REITs as property income. It's just it's down as normal income on your tax return. You can't put it as like dividend income. It needs to go as property income. So that's not good, because I've got loads of property income. I don't need any property income, like. So I don't know about that. I think they're all right if I put them in a SIP. If I put them in a pension, I can get away with that. Then it's all right. But in a normal account, nah, that's not good. And it's too big. 35 grand's too much to put in an ISA, and I've already filled most of my ISA limit this year. So that's kind of out the options. Dividend stocks. I do love a dividend stock. Bit of Diageo, make the black label whiskey. Maybe a bit of McDonald's. Can't beat a McDonald's. People love a McDonald's, whether the recession's on its way or not. People love a McDonald's. Get a 2% return on that, on yield plus growth. Just keeps going up and up and up. McDonald's. Unilever. Everybody needs a bar of soap, don't they? Worldwide, everybody needs a bit of that and a bit of cleaning products and that. So, well, some spices or something for your kitchen. So that's a good one. It pays a reasonable dividend as well. Like I said before about classic cars, like a nice car or a Porsche 911 or a nice motorbike to lock away in a garage. I ain't got a garage anywhere. Where am I going to put it? What am I going to do with that? You know what I mean? Keep it serviced, keep it maintained. I ain't got time. I just ain't got the time. And 35 grand's not enough. If you want to do that and get somebody else to look after the car in a garage and all the rest, you want a Ferrari or something for $250,000 that you're going to hold for 4 years, 10 years and hope it goes up to $500,000, maybe. Not with 35 grand car though. I could invest with the pros, like, couldn't I? I could always invest with Berkshire Hathaway, or maybe with Bill Ackman's Persian Square Holdings. Possibly put it into Scottish Mortgage Trust. Good companies. Why not? It's possible. Just give the money to somebody who knows what they're doing and let them look after it for you. Growth stocks. I don't know. Maybe a little bit into growth stocks. But it'll just be a couple like Palantir or PayPal. That's about all I'm looking at this year on growth. Not many options in growth at the moment. You're better on value or dividends, in my opinion. I could pay down a mortgage. I've got 150 grand's worth of mortgages, about 140, something like that, spread across 3 little mortgages, about 40 grand each or something, 45 grand each. I could pay one of them down, but then I'm going to get guaranteed to save 6% at the current rate, but I reckon the rate's going to drop to about 4%, and I'd rather take it. Whoa, there's a set of teeth. I seem to remember seeing them in my fridge. Now they're there. Wow, I wasn't expecting to see a set of teeth. Could invest in dentistry. Start a dentist in Nosy B. Plenty of money in that. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be doing the mortgage down. I could go into Masterworks. I could buy like a £50 million painting or a share of it. But how long am I going to be locked into that for, you know? So it doesn't leave many options else, but maybe call options, covered calls. I don't know much about them, but I do have a friend who knows about them, who I could quite easily just get him involved, give him the account number to my account, and he could just deal with it, the buys and sells. They're all right, covered calls, because you get a payment direct for somebody borrowing your shares pretty much, as long as you've got enough money to buy 100 shares, and they need to be a dividend share, so that's paying a little bit of something every year as well, really, because it's nice to have the dividend there. So they're an option, but I don't know much about covered calls. That's the problem. I'm not wise on it. The other thing is I could send some money this way, and I could start a business. I've already mentioned I'd like to do a t-shirt business just to get £1,000 a month to up my income, but now I've got 35 grand. I don't particularly need to do that anymore, do I? I've just bagged 3 years worth of £1,000 a month direct in one phone call, so I don't particularly need to do it, but I wouldn't mind doing the t-shirt business still. The other options is I could build an import-export company, set it all up, and then when people want to do business, import-export, I can say, I've already got the company up and running, let's do it. Like, because I've got a few people that are interested in doing business, import-export, in cars and all sorts. So there's that. What else? I mentioned before, like, I wouldn't mind buying a lorry and just buying cheap goods in the capital and driving them directly to Nosy B and selling them on for a profit. Easy money. There's so many goods you can do, from bedding to mattresses to even dogs. pedigree dogs, all sorts, cars, many things that you can bring from Tanner and sell in Nosy B for a profit. So that's a possibility, but time consuming. And obviously I'm all about the passive income really, but I wouldn't mind an extra business. The other one thing I've been looking at is a 24-hour shop in Nosy B that's basically open for cigarettes, alcohol, rice, sugar, you name it, noodles, soft drinks, beer, the whole lot. Yeah, just a shop that sells pretty much all the goods that people want on a daily basis in Madagascar. There's no 24-hour shops in Nosy B, so why don't I just go rent a shop in the 3 busiest areas of Nosy B where the most people is, and just fill them up with stock and put staff in there and have it running through the night. Just open your shop at like 6 o'clock at night until 6 in the morning, or have a 24/7 shop. I don't know, but I'd like the idea of that. Anyway, just gives you an idea. If you've got a lump sum of money and you're thinking, what the hell am I going to do with this? That's what I'm planning on doing. Now, none of it's financial advice, it's just a bit of fun for the video, but take it how you like. But it's quite serious to me, because I need to come up with one of these answers very fast on what to do with a lump sum of money before it fritters away and disappears to nothing. Thanks for watching. Give us a like, give us a sub, check me other videos. See you in the next one. Bye bye from Nosy B, Paradise, Madagascar.